12,000?
12,000 rupees per month maintenance
Oh,
and 5,000 rupees litigation expenses.
only for the wife. What is the
After 15 days marriage, she left the company.
what is the income of the husband?
My lord, she's a agriculturist and is doing coolie. My lord, is having only 2 acres of land. So
You have not filed your statement of assets and liabilities?
No. According to my affidavit, I stated he is doing the business to lend the Shamiana, chairs and others.
No.
And he is having the 8 acres of land.
my lord,
And why should this court interfere now?
no evidence has been let in.
No.
And
Who stopped you from filing your statement of assets? Simple and question and answer.
this case, my lord, the husband's petition.
Hmm.
Wife filed a petition, my lord, 125. An interim application has been filed. That came to be allowed, my lord, granting 16,000 rupees for a month, 12,000 rupees and 5,000 litigation expenses. Therefore, I before lodge.
12,000?
12,000 rupees per month maintenance and 5,000 rupees litigation expenses.
Only for the wife. What is the income of the husband?
Marriage, after 15 days marriage, she left the company.
What is the income of the husband?
My lord, she's a agriculturist and is doing coolie. My lord, is having only 2 acres of land. And moreover, my lord, his aged parents are there and they are suffering from several ailments and he has to look after his parents also.
Let's see the order. Please come to the order.
The reason starts, my lord, page number 19. There is no dispute between the parties that they are legally wedded couples and presently they are living separately from December 21. It is also not in dispute that respondent has issued a legal notice to the petitioner on 5/4/23. Said notice petitioner has given a reply on 19/4/23. Also,
You have not filed your statement of assets and liabilities?
No.
my lord,
Submission, Your Honor. According to that, I filed a statement of assets and liability affidavit. According to my affidavit, I stated he is doing the business to lend the Shamiana, chairs and others.
No.
And he is having the 8 acres of land.
Why have you not filed?
the council, my lord, in the
If you have not filed, then whatever they are saying, then we have to take it when there is when you are supposed to file as per the judgment of the apex court.
Answer H. my lord, page 66. I filed a memo, my lord, adopting the objection statements filed to the main petition be taken as objection to this application. my
What
lord.
to do?
Yes. At page,
When she's saying that you're having so-and-so income and she filed something on in a statement of assets and liabilities, you're supposed to file yours. Nobody has stopped you. If you're not filing, that means something you want to hide from the court.
my lord,
And why should this court interfere now?
because the learned trial judge might come to conclusion that because
No, your obligation is to file, which you have not chosen to do. What the court can do?
my lord, what is stated, my lord, by the petitioner is in total accepted by the learned judge without, my lord, because no evidence has been let in.
No.
And
Who stopped you from filing your statement of assets? Simple and question and answer. That is, then you are not chosen to, then will not interfere. Now, from now on, I already informed advocates that will not remand the matters for filing statement of assets and liabilities because you do know that you have to file, which you have not chosen to. Unnecessarily, the judicial time can't be wasted like this, shuttling between high court and family court.
my lord, for the sake of, my lord, learned trial court advocate, my lord, he has not.
Which is not for the sake of, he has engaged an advocate, like that he has to do.
8 acres of land is there, Your Honor. 4 acres is a yielded areca garden. Another is 4 acres. 1 acre land is gotten 5 lakh rupees income is there. And is also business. Shamiana, and I declared everything in my statement of assets and liability affidavit, Your Honor. And is also having the Ertiga car and 2 tractors, Your Honor. 1 tractor for lengthy agriculturist. Another tractor is given to the water supply to the villagers, Your Honor. is having the sufficient fund. He is a only son of that parents, and another sisters is already got married, Your Honor. In my statement of assets and liability affidavit, I clearly stated all the numbers and detail is there, Your Honor.
Please come.
Good.
Agreed with the order passed in criminal, in I number 1 in criminal miscellaneous number 140 of 2023, dated 25/5/2023. By so and so, the petition is before this, the petitioner husband is before this court. Parties are referred to so and so. The wife had filed criminal miscellaneous number 140 of 2023. In this, she has filed IA 1 seeking interim maintenance at rupees 60,000 per month and litigation expenses of rupees 30,000. It is her case that immediately after the marriage, within 2 months, the in-law started to harass her for dowry and wrongfully confined her in the godown. With all the harassment, she is forced to leave the matrimonial home and file the complaint before the Mahila Police Station, Shivamogga. He stated that she's staying now she's staying along with the parents. She's not earning and she requires maintenance. According to her husband, is having landed properties and also doing business and earning sufficiently. The husband, and she has also filed a statement of assets and liabilities to show what is her income. And also she has mentioned about the car, tractor and other mobile and immobile properties of the husband. The husband had filed his objections, making several allegations against the wife. It is his case that she, without any reasonable cause, has deserted him. He simply denied that he's having ancestral agriculture property and having an income of rupees 1 lakh per month. And also, the maintenance claimed by her at 60,000. The trial court, while granting maintenance of an amount of rupees 12,000, has fined 5,000 towards litigation expenses. The court has observed that the wife had filed her affidavit of disclosure of assets and liabilities, stating that she had studied second PUC and completed basic computer course. And she is residing in her parental house. And the husband is carrying business of renting tentacles, etc., having a share in the joint family property, living in his own house belonging to his father. The court has also observed that the husband had not filed the affidavit of disclosure of assets and liabilities, which are within his knowledge, which is mandated as per the judgment of the Honorable Apex Court in case of Rajneesh versus Neha. The court has also observed that when the husband has failed to file his statement of assets and liabilities, the court has to draw an adverse inference as per the judgment. And it is also not the case of the husband that wife is having income to support herself. Nor he's a physically disabled man. Considering all this, the court had granted 12,000 maintenance, learned counsel appearing for the, and 5,000 towards litigation expenses. Learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. Husband submits that the court had failed, the court basing on the statement made by the wife with regard to the income had granted the maintenance. There was no material before the court. What is the income of the husband? It is submitted that the husband is an agriculturist and he has to support his aged parents and an amount of rupees 12,000. He is not in a position to pay. Further, the wife had stayed for a very short time with the husband, and she voluntarily left the matrimonial home. As such, she is not entitled for any maintenance. Next, when counsel appearing for the respondent, wife submits that the wife had filed a statement of assets and liabilities, and she has categorically mentioned what is the income of the husband and what are the assets. The husband has not filed his statement of assets and liabilities, and court had rightly granted the maintenance. He submits that with an intention to suppress his income. He has not filed the assets and liabilities, and the court had rightly drawn adverse inference and granted the maintenance. He submitted that no grounds are made of seeking interference with the well-constituted order passed by the court. Next, having heard the counsels on either side, there is the material on record. As per the law laid down by the Honorable Apex Court in Rajneesh versus Neha, the parties have to file their respective statements of assets and liabilities. And in majority of the cases, the parties are not filing the statement of assets and liabilities before the court. And after an order is passed by the court, they're coming before this court, and on the ground that they have not filed their statement of assets and liabilities, they want the matter to be remanded back to the court for adjudication on that. This exercise is not permissible. As the law mandates that they have to file their respective statement of assets and liabilities, it is the duty of the parties to file the same, and they can't afford to waste the judicial time by not filing and again asking this court to remand the matter for that purpose. Such an exercise cannot be done. Coming to the facts of the case, in this case, when the wife had stated so many things in a statement in her IA about his income, the husband ought to have filed specific objections to that. But instead of filing the objections to that, he had he filed a memo adopting his objections to the main petition. Then when it comes to the statement of assets and liabilities filed by the wife, she had taken she has mentioned about certain properties, his business, and he has not chosen to advert to the same, and he kept quiet. And the court had granted the maintenance, and this court finds no reasons to interfere.